Deep within America's vastness, ancient lands hold millennia of secrets. Time stands still.
This is the domain of Native American tribes, people intrinsically linked to this land long before European ships arrived.
Weddings in every culture symbolize love's pinnacle, unity, and a family's genesis.
This sacred ritual bridges the physical and spiritual realms, a profound covenant extending beyond mortal sight.
This story, not a distant legend, but a real event. It unfolded 30 years ago.
In a small, secluded Navajo mountain community, a wedding, meant for joy, began an unsolved southwestern mystery.
This is Ayanna and Kai's tale, an ancient covenant ritual, and
In the vastness of the American landscape, enduring wisdom and ancestral memories persist, guardians of timeless secrets.
Studying Navajo marriage rituals, I found their complexity captivating. It's more than two people agreeing to live together.
It's a union of bloodlines, family histories, witnessed by spirits and ancestors, a vow to Dine and Hosho.
The vow extends beyond the couple. It's a sacred commitment to their people and the universe's harmony.
Ayanna, possessing pure tribal blood, was renowned for her intricate, beautiful tapestry weaving, a true artisan. Their love was a quiet, profound bond, deep as underground
Kai and Ayanna were destined, but our destiny demands balance. They were betrothed from childhood. Their parents foresaw a harmonious union between the two families, a balance upholding our ancient ways.
The story began on summer's first full moon, with a traditional Navajo marriage ceremony spanning 3 days and nights.
The ceremony commenced with rituals to cleanse the bride and groom, preparing them for their sacred union.
On the first night, guided by the Hatali, the couple performed the white cornmeal offering ritual.
This offering symbolized purity and their solemn promise to nurture their family together in abundance and harmony.
Crucial in the Navajo wedding is the weaver's bracelet, a powerful symbol woven by the bride's mother. Woven from black and white sheep's wool, it represents life's joys and difficulties, a protective bond.
This bracelet, placed on Ayanna's wrist, symbolized protection and her profound new responsibilities as a wife.
The third night, the ceremony's climax, gathered everyone in a new hogan. Facing east, it awaited the first dawn of the couple's married life, a sacred space.
Kai and Ayanna sat opposite, amidst ancient chants, their hearts beating in unison.
We walk in beauty, beauty before us, beauty behind us, above and below.
With this hand, I will lift your spirits.
With this hand, I will cherish you always.
Chikei aston nidahui niugo.
Biehotso.
Yet, as their sacred vows concluded, an inexplicable, strange occurrence began to unfold.
The Hogan fire erupted, blazing higher than normal, an unnatural, unsettling display for all present.
When Kai finished his vow, the fire suddenly flared. Then a cold wind, smelling of damp earth and tears, swept through.
All ritual records emphasize vows must be in Hoso. Spiritual disruption is a dire omen, the shadow's intrusion.
The wedding ended in profound silence, everyone feeling an unsettling wrongness in the air.
Newlyweds depart at dawn to begin their new life. in a distant home.
Kai and Ayana departed, with a mule laden with belongings and the community's reluctant blessings.
3 days later, Kai returned to the settlement, a solitary figure against the vast, unforgiving desert. Kai entered the village, his face ashen, eyes vacant, people silently avoiding him.
He just stood there by the fire, silent. We struggled to get words from him. What he said didn't match reality.
Kai recounted a chilling tale. On their first night, Ayana mysteriously vanished from their new home.
We drank herbal tea. She fell asleep. I kept watch. Around midnight, I heard weaving.
Very clearly, the shuttle and threads. I knew Ayana couldn't be working while sleeping. I looked around. She wasn't there. Her blanket still covered her, but her body had vanished from beneath.
The entire tribe immediately launched a large-scale search, desperate to find Ayana amidst the vast desert.
They traversed canyons, searched abandoned hogans, calling her name under the relentless, scorching sun.
In Navajo culture, such a sudden disappearance isn't merely running away. She'd leave traces, not abandon her mother's bracelet. There were no footprints, no sign. Only emptiness remained, an utter void where she once stood.
After a week, the official search was called off. Hope for Ayana's return dwindled.
According to belief, if one is taken by Ye, searching only disturbs their spirit, bringing misfortune.
Kachi stayed, utterly isolated. People distrusted him, suspecting he harmed Ayana, perhaps under an old curse.
The Weaver's bracelet, Ayana's last gift, rested untouched on the altar, a silent testament.
But Ayana's disappearance wasn't the scariest. It was the strange phenomena that followed Kai.
Every night, he heard weaving sounds. Not gentle, but frantic, hurried, as if urgent.
And then, the villagers began seeing her, a phantom presence haunting their nights and days.
It wasn't Ayana, but her faint, smoky image appearing near Kai, trying to touch him, always failing.
More alarming, those witnessing Ayana's Chidia fell gravely ill, suffering incurable diseases. Professor Vance believed the key to this mystery lay within Ayana and Kai's wedding vows.
In Navajo culture, weaving isn't merely craft. It creates cosmic order from chaos, a spiritual map of the universe.
Tapestry patterns must be flawless. A single mistake can open a portal to negative forces.
Ayana, before her wedding night, completed her final tapestry, an unprecedented, intricately designed masterpiece.
We rarely saw that tapestry, stored in Ayana's family hogan. But after the wedding, it changed.
Professor Vance and brave elders decided to examine the tapestry, seeking answers within its ancient threads.
Unrolling the tapestry, we saw a horrifying flaw. Its perfect symmetry broken, a dark void. This was no ordinary weaving error. It was deliberate sabotage, a deliberate rupture in the sacred pattern.
This shocking discovery led to a hidden truth, a secret Kai carried into his marriage, unknowingly breaking his vow.
I did it. I couldn't stop myself. I loved Ayana, but I was once betrothed to another. That person died tragically shortly after, struck by lightning in a clear sky.
If you vowed to a deceased spirit, you cannot vow to another living soul. The deceased's vow holds greater weight, their spirit waiting.
On their wedding night, as Ayana and Kai exchanged vows, the former betrothed's spirit intervened.
That cold wind was the Chaide's breath. Ayana didn't disappear. She was pulled
Ayana, a stretched thread, caught between two worlds, imprisoned by a broken promise, her spirit bound.
The weaving Kai heard wasn't Ayana trying to escape. It was her, weaving her final tapestry. A grave error threatened the design of the realms.
Fear not, lost souls.
The mystery was solved, but Ayana's disappearance remained. A difficult ritual was needed.
To lift the curse, Kai and Ayana's family must perform the Chidi Beitso, freeing the imprisoned spirit.
The ritual demanded a great sacrifice. Kai faced an agonizing choice, a monumental decision.
Either endure Ayana's haunting lifelong, or voluntarily surrender his own soul, freeing her.
Kai, a good man, gravely erred concealing his old vow. He knew he'd pay for disrupting Hozo.
On the night of the ritual, Kai stood before the flawed tapestry, resolute.
He spoke no goodbyes. He approached the tapestry, placing his hand on the central tear.
He didn't die normally. Convulsing, his flesh seemed to drain, blending into the wool's colors. When everyone looked back, Kai had vanished, leaving no trace in the physical world. Instantly, the strange phenomena ceased. The weaving sounds fell silent. Ayana's ghost vanished, forever gone.
The tapestry was complete. Ayana was freed, and Kai accepted his fate, becoming part of...
Ayana and Kai's wedding was never a joyful event, but a harsh reminder. Remember the power of covenants. Always speak the truth before the spirits, for there is a cost to forcing Huzu amid imbalance.
Today, the tapestry remains preserved, not displayed, but kept sacred, a warning.
They married, they kept their vows. In dying, they completed the ritual, our mystery.
And so, in the vast desert, Ayana and Kai's vows endure, woven in wool.
A mystery solved, yet the pain remains, an eternal echo in the silent, timeless landscape.